IELTS Byte.
So what if I told you that trying to make your life easier is actually destroying your ability to learn English?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and not just your English. I mean, what if it is actually destroying your ability to think clearly?
That's a terrifying thought, honestly. But I completely understand why you were asking that. We are all just so obsessed with making things easier right now, you know?
Exactly, yeah. And well, welcome everyone. We are just so happy to sit down and chat with you today.
We really are.
Today, we are talking about why you need to throw away the easy button. Because we live in a world where machines, computers and artificial intelligence, they're getting smarter every single day.
They really are everywhere. You basically cannot escape them. And before we get too far into this, I just want to say a big hello to you, our listener.
Yes, absolutely.
We want this to be a very relaxing, comfortable conversation. You do not need to take notes. You do not need to stress.
Right.
We are just two friends having a chat over coffee. And, you are sitting right here at the table with us.
Beautifully said. This is your time to just practice your English naturally. So let's start with a quick activity to get comfortable. I want you, the listener, to just take a deep breath. And I want you to say the word hello out loud right now. Go ahead. We will wait a few seconds.
You said it right out loud.
Perfect. I hope you did it. It feels good to just speak. Right?
It really does. It breaks the ice.
So let's jump right into this big question. In a world with these incredibly smart machines, how do we make sure that we keep thinking for ourselves?
Right. How do we protect our human brains?
Exactly.
That is just the perfect question to start with. Because the truth is, we are giving our thinking away to machines without even realizing it most of the time.
Yeah, completely blind to it.
So let me ask you, the listener, a very quick question. Take a second and think about this past week. Have you used a smart computer program to write a message or maybe translate a sentence or fix your grammar this week? Simply say yes or no out loud right now.
Did you answer? Good. I'm sure many people said yes just now.
Oh, definitely.
I know I have used those tools myself this week. We all use technology. It is just a normal part of modern life.
Of course it is.
But we really need to understand what happens to our brains when we rely on these tools too much. To think clearly and to learn a language well, we have to protect our mental energy.
Yes, we do.
And that actually starts the very second we wake up in the morning.
It really does. The morning sets a whole direction for the entire day.
It sets the tone, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, tell me honestly, how do you usually start your morning? What is the reality of your routine?
Oh, okay, well, I will be completely honest with you. My alarm rings at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, 7.
I open my eyes. The room is still dark. I am super tired. And the very first physical movement I make,
Yes.
yeah, it is reaching out my hand to grab my phone from the small table next to my bed.
You grab the phone before you even sit on the bed.
Yes. Honestly, before my feet even touch the floor, I grab the phone, the bright screen hurts my eyes a little bit, and I just open a social media app.
Wow.
Or maybe a news app, And I just scroll with my thumb, I look at pictures, I read short headlines. I don't really care what I'm looking at, honestly. It's just very easy. I do not have to think.
That is exactly the point, though. You do not have to think. The phone decides what you look at.
Right.
An algorithm, which is, complex computer program, it actually chooses the information for you. You wake up and immediately you give your brain's focus to a machine.
When you say it like that, it sounds terrible.
What?
No, it's true. I am giving my focus away. I am letting a machine decide what my very first thoughts of the day will be.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's pause and ask our listener to think about their own morning today.
Good idea.
Listener, what is the very first physical object you touched today? Was it your phone? Maybe a cup of coffee? Your pet?
Say the object out loud right now.
I hope it was something nice, but whatever your answer is, it is perfectly okay. We are all just trying our best here.
We really are. But it is totally true. If I start my day by looking at a screen, I feel a little bit like a zombie.
Yeah, exactly.
I get this brain fog. It is just really hard to concentrate later in the day.
Well, there is actually a scientific reason for that brain fog. When you wake up, your brain is fresh. It is ready to actively build thoughts.
Right.
But when you immediately open a feed that is chosen by a machine, you force your brain into a completely passive state. You become a consumer, not a creator.
Wow, yeah, a consumer.
Your brain learns that it does not need to work hard to find interesting things, the machine will just, feed them to you.
So by doing the easy thing in the morning, I am basically training my brain to be lazy for the rest of the day.
Exactly. You're setting a lazy pattern. Instead of letting a machine control your morning, I want to introduce a powerful strategy here.
Okay, I am ready.
It is incredibly effective for anyone learning English. I call it the 10-minute daily speaking habit.
The 10-minute daily speaking habit. Okay, I am listening, but let me push back a little bit on this.
Sure, go ahead.
10 minutes. That sounds like nothing. I mean, if I really want to become fluent in English, shouldn't I be studying grammar books for like 2 hours every morning?
That is a very, very common belief.
Yeah.
But it is actually a trap.
A trap?
Yes, let me explain why. If you try to study for 2 hours every morning, you might do it for 3 days. You feel very motivated.
Right, the first few days are great.
But on the 4th day, you will be tired. You will say, I do not have 2 hours today. So what happens? You will do nothing at all.
Oh, that is so true. I've done that many times. I make a huge plan and then I fail and then I just quit completely.
But 10 minutes. Everyone has 10 minutes.
That's true.
You can find 10 minutes while you are making your coffee or taking a shower or walking to the bus stop. Consistent, small actions every single day are just much better than studying for 4 hours once a week.
So consistency is the key.
Yes, your brain loves small daily habits. It builds neural pathways, which are like small roads in your brain. It builds them slowly and steadily.
Small roads in the brain. I really like that image. So 10 minutes every day is better simply because it is a habit that actually survives.
Exactly. It survives the busy days.
Let's make sure our listener is with us on this. Listener, I want you to make a promise right now.
Oh, I love it.
Finish the sentence out loud for me. Ready? Today, I will practice speaking for.
Tell us the time.
Did you say 10 minutes? I really hope so.
It is a simple promise, but it works so well.
But I have a practical question about this. If I am alone in my apartment in the morning, how do I speak for 10 minutes? Like, who do I talk to?
You talk to yourself.
To myself.
I know it sounds silly, but it is super powerful. You can stand in front of the bathroom mirror and just talk about your plans for the day.
Oh, okay.
You could say, today I need to go to the bank. Then I will buy groceries. You can describe the physical actions you are doing right in that moment.
Like what?
Like, I am pouring the hot water into the cup. I am stirring the coffee.
So I am narrating my own life, almost like a movie.
Exactly. You are the narrator. Or if you read a short news story, you can just summarize it out loud.
Right.
The topic really does not matter. The important part is the mechanism. The important part is that you are generating the words.
I am doing the work.
Yes. Your brain is searching for the vocabulary. It is constructing the grammar and making your mouth produce the physical sound. You are doing the work, not a machine.
I see. We rely on our phones so much because it is easy. We want a machine to translate the news for us, or we want an app to tell us how to say a word perfectly.
Yes, we hate the struggle.
We get so used to things being easy, we basically start looking for an easy button for absolutely everything in our lives.
Yes, the easy button. And that is a massive danger. When we constantly look for the easy button, we just stop using our own minds.
That makes sense.
Let me share a quick story to illustrate this. It is a story about a university classroom I visited recently.
Oh, I love real-life examples. What happened in this classroom?
Well, it was a very good class. The teacher was leading a discussion on a pretty complex topic. She asked a brilliant question.
Okay.
And I watched a young student sitting in the front row. You could see his eyes light up. He clearly had a very good idea. He wanted to share his thought.
That is the best feeling in a classroom, when you actually know the answer and you are excited to speak.
Right. But instead of just raising his hand and speaking his simple idea out loud, the student stopped.
What did he do?
He looked down at his laptop. He typed his simple, messy thought into an artificial intelligence app. He actually asked the machine to, quote, make this sound professional.
Wait, really? He was sitting in a live classroom surrounded by real people, and he asked a computer to rewrite his thought before he spoke.
Yes, exactly that. He waited a few seconds. The machine generated a beautiful, highly complex, perfectly grammatical paragraph.
Oh no.
Then the student raised his hand. The teacher called on him, and the student just read the machine's words right off his screen.
Wow. He did not use his own voice at all. He basically just became a speaker for the computer.
Exactly. He became a loudspeaker for the AI. Let's check in with our listener here. Take a moment, listener.
Think about that student.
Did he speak his own original words, or did he read words created by a machine? Say your answer out loud right now.
Yes, he read the machine's words.
He sure did.
You know, hearing that story, my very first reaction is actually empathy. I felt a little sad for him, but I deeply, deeply understand why he did it.
Really? Tell me why you understand it. I'm curious.
Well, because he was surrounded by his peers. He wanted to sound smart. He wanted to sound perfect.
Ah, perfection.
Right. He was probably afraid that his original thought was just too simple, or that he would use the wrong word and look foolish in front of everyone.
That is a very human fear.
I think almost every single adult who is learning a new language feels this exact same fear every day.
That is a really profound point. The fear of sounding foolish.
Yes. When we speak our native language, we feel intelligent and capable.
Of course.
But when we speak a new language, we suddenly feel like a child again. We are terrified of speaking because we know our grammar is not perfect.
We know we are going to make errors.
We know we will make mistakes. So if a machine offers to make us look perfect, well, of course we want to press that button. It protects our ego.
You have hit the absolute core of the problem. That fear of looking silly is very, very real.
Yeah.
But here is the grand secret about education, and especially about learning a language.
What is the secret?
Real learning is entirely about the process. It is never about the product.
The process versus the product. I think we really need to explain the difference between those two words very clearly for everyone listening.
Of course. Let's define them. The product is the final result.
Okay.
A perfect, beautiful sentence with flawless grammar is a product. A completed essay is a product. A machine, like an AI app, can give you a perfect product in 1 single second.
Okay. So the product is the shiny final thing you show people. Then what exactly is the process?
The process is the messy journey you take to create something.
The messy journey.
Right. The process is you opening your mouth, trying to find the English word for frustrated, failing to remember it, using your hands to describe the feeling instead, making a grammar mistake, realizing the mistake, and then finally correcting yourself.
That is a lot of steps.
It is. But that struggle, that whole messy event, that is the process.
I completely understand the danger now. When we let a machine write the sentence for us, we get a perfect product to show the world.
Yes.
But we completely lose the journey. We literally steal the process of learning from our own brains.
Exactly. The machine did the learning, not you. If you never struggle, you simply never learn. The brain actually requires the struggle to change and grow.
That perspective changes everything for me. It makes me feel so much better about my own mistakes.
It should.
If I am struggling to speak, it means I am actually doing the work. Let's talk to the listener directly right now.
Good idea.
Listener, I want you to be totally honest with yourself. Are you afraid of making mistakes when you speak English?
It is completely normal to feel that fear.
It is. I want you to say this sentence out loud with pride. Ready? I am not afraid to be messy.
Say it one more time. I am not afraid to be messy.
I love that so much. Being messy is actual proof that you are actively learning.
It is the best proof. But if we let fear win, if we skip that messy learning process too often, bad things begin to happen to our minds.
What kind of bad things? Are we talking about memory loss or something?
Well, we are talking about a specific psychological condition. Researchers actually have a phrase for it. They call it cognitive laziness.
Cognitive laziness. That sounds very serious. It sounds almost like a medical term. Let's break those words down for our listeners so they understand.
Good idea. Let's look at the first word. Cognitive is simply an adjective that means related to the brain or related to thinking.
Okay, related to thinking.
And laziness, of course, means avoiding work or avoiding effort.
Right.
So cognitive laziness means your brain has learned to avoid the effort of deep thinking. Your brain basically just goes to sleep because the machines are doing all the heavy lifting for you.
So our brains adapt to the easy environment.
Exactly.
If the machine thinks for us, the brain just decides it doesn't need to try anymore. Listener, let's practice this important new vocabulary together.
Yes, let's practice.
I will say the first word and you say the second word out loud.
Ready?
Cognitive.
Do you say laziness?
Perfect.
It is just so vital to recognize when we are becoming cognitively lazy.
But let me challenge this idea for a second. I like playing the devil's advocate here.
Go for it.
Why is cognitive laziness inherently bad? I mean, human history is literally the history of making tools to make life easier.
That's true.
We invented the wheel so we did not have to carry heavy rocks. We invented tractors so we did not have to dig the dirt with our bare hands. If a machine helps me write an email faster, why shouldn't I use it? Time is money, right?
That is the very, very fair argument. We do use tools to save time and physical labor. but the brain works very differently than a factory.
How so?
To understand why, let's use an analogy. Let's step away from language for a minute and imagine a sport. Let's imagine you want to get very good at playing basketball.
Okay, I'm imagining it. I want to be a great basketball player. I want to be fast and strong.
Great, but running up and down the court is exhausting. Practicing your shot takes hours and hours of frustrating failure.
It does.
So instead of practicing, you build a highly advanced robot. You program this robot to run the court. You program it to shoot the basketball perfectly, hitting the net every single time.
Well, that sounds like a very expensive and impressive robot.
It is. And because of your amazing robot, your team wins the championship game. You get the huge trophy. Everyone cheers for you.
Sounds great so far.
But let me ask you, did your physical body get healthier? Did your heart get stronger? Did you learn how to shoot a basketball?
Oh, no, I did not. I just sat on a comfortable chair on the side of the court and watched my robot play the game.
Exactly.
My muscles did not grow at all. My skills did not improve.
Exactly. Let's make sure our listener is following this analogy. Quick question for you, listener. In our story, who actually played the sport? The human or the machine?
Say your answer out loud.
Yes, the machine played the sport.
I see exactly where you were going with this. The robot gave me the final product. It gave me a victory, it gave me the trophy.
Yeah.
But I missed the entire physical process. I missed the running, the sweating, the pain of missing a shot, and the joy of finally making one.
And the sweat and the running, that is exactly what builds your muscles.
Right.
The brain is remarkably similar to a muscle.
Right.
In English, when you are trying to have a conversation and you suddenly forget a word, you know that feeling.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Right.
Panic.
Yes, that feeling of panic, that struggle to search your memory, that is not a failure. That feeling of struggle is the exact moment your brain is building new neural connections.
Wait, the struggle actually is the growth.
Yes.
That completely changes how I view my frustration.
Yes. If you pull out your phone and use a translation app the second you forget a word, you are basically sitting in the chair while the robot plays the basketball game.
Wow.
You get the word instantly, sure, but your brain does not build the pathway to remember it tomorrow.
Wow. So by using the translator instantly, I am actually guaranteeing that I will forget the word again tomorrow because I did not build muscle myself.
Precisely. You are short-circuiting your own learning process.
Okay, but this raises a huge practical question for me.
What is it?
Does this mean we should completely throw away our phones? Should I take my laptop and just throw it in the garbage right now? Because that sounds impossible in the modern world. My boss expects me to reply to emails quickly.
No. Please do not throw your computer in the garbage.
Okay, good.
We are not saying technology is evil. We just need to change how we interact with it. We need to find a healthy balance.
A balance, okay.
And there is a specific concept for this healthy balance. It is called cognitive offloading.
Cognitive offloading. Okay, we have cognitive laziness, which is bad. Now we have cognitive offloading. What is the difference between the two?
Well, offloading means to take a heavy load off your shoulders and put it somewhere else.
Right.
Cognitive offloading means taking the very boring, repetitive, low-value mental tasks and giving those to a machine.
Oh, I see.
You do this so your brain has the energy and the space to do the deep, difficult, important thinking.
That makes a lot of sense. We give the robotic jobs to the robots so we can do the human jobs.
Exactly.
Let me think of an example. Listener, help me out here. Think about your own daily life right now.
What is one small, boring task that you let technology do for you every day?
Do you use an alarm clock to wake up? A digital calendar to remember your appointments?
Say one tool you use out loud.
Those are perfect examples.
Using an alarm clock is healthy cognitive offloading. Imagine if you didn't have an alarm clock at all.
Oh no.
Your brain would have to stay partially awake all night, worrying, is it 6 o'clock yet? Did I sleep too long?
That sounds absolutely exhausting. I would never get any deep sleep.
Right. You offload that worry to the machine. The machine remembers the time perfectly for you. That frees your brain to sleep deeply and dream. That is using technology correctly.
So to apply this to language learning, it is okay to use a computer program to check the spelling of a really long English word.
Yes, exactly.
Because spelling is a mechanical small task. But it is disastrous to use the computer to invent the ideas for your essay.
Because the ideas are the human part.
The ideas require the hard thinking.
Exactly. You must protect the hard thinking for yourself. Let's look at another example of this. Imagine you are reading an English novel.
Okay, I have my book.
You turn the page, and suddenly there's a paragraph full of very difficult vocabulary. You just don't understand what is happening in the story.
My immediate instinct would be to take a photo of the page with my phone and let an app translate the whole paragraph into my native language. Boom, done in 2 seconds.
And if you do that, you are letting the robot play the game for you.
Because I'm offloading the hard work, not the boring work.
Yes. Instead, try to read it yourself. Endure the friction.
Endure the friction.
Struggle a little bit. Look at the context. Ask yourself, who is talking? Are they angry or happy? Guess the meaning of the difficult words based on the rest of the sentence. Do that hard mental work.
And what if I still don't understand after trying all of that?
Then you use cognitive offloading correctly. You identify the one key word that is really blocking your understanding, and you look up just that one word in a dictionary app.
Just one word.
You let the machine do the small task of defining one word, but your brain still does the heavy lifting of understanding the whole paragraph.
I love this rule. Keep the hard thinking for myself. Give the small details to the machine. Listener, let's make this our personal rule today. I want you to say this out loud with real conviction.
Repeat after me.
I will do the hard thinking myself.
Let's hear it one more time. I will do the hard thinking myself.
Fantastic.
Now, we have talked extensively about how our abstract thoughts interact with machines. We talked about the mind.
We did.
But I want to shift our focus to something physical now. I want to talk about how our brains connect to our physical bodies. Specifically, let's talk about our hands.
Our hands. How do our hands connect to learning English and outsourcing our thoughts?
It is one of the most fascinating connections in neuroscience, actually. When you are learning a language, say, trying to memorize new vocabulary or practicing writing sentences,
Right.
doing it by hand with a real pen and real paper is dramatically better for your brain than typing those same words on a keyboard or a glass phone screen.
Really. Dramatically better. But typing is the modern way. It is so much faster and cleaner. My handwriting is terrible, honestly. It looks like a chicken walked across the paper.
Many people feel that way. But let's ask our listener about their preference first.
Good idea.
Quick question for you, listener. When you need to remember something important, do you prefer writing it down with a pen or typing it into your phone?
Just say pen or phone out loud right now.
It is so interesting, isn't it?
It is. I usually prefer typing because I can write a whole paragraph in 10 seconds. Why does the old-fashioned pen win?
To understand why, you have to think about the physical mechanism of movement. Let's analyze typing first.
Okay.
When you type on a keyboard or a phone, you are essentially just pushing identical buttons.
True. A keyboard is just a grid of little plastic squares.
Exactly. Use the exact same tiny repetitive physical movement to press the letter A, the letter Z, the letter M.
Just pushing.
Push, 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 tap, tap, tap. The physical action has absolutely no relationship to the shape of the letter.
I never thought about it like that before. My finger does the exact same drop-down movement for every single letter in the alphabet.
But writing by hand is a completely different physical universe. Every single letter has a unique, complex architecture.
Right.
To draw a letter S, you have to create a curve, change direction, and then curve again.
Right. Drawing an S feels entirely different from drawing a straight, sharp letter like T or H.
Yes, you need fine motor control. You have to coordinate the small muscles in your fingers, your wrist, and your arm. You actually have to feel the friction of the pen scratching against the texture of the paper.
That's a lot of physical feedback.
And because this physical movement is so complex, it wakes up massive areas in your brain.
So the brain is paying more attention because the body is doing something difficult.
Precisely. Writing activates regions of the brain connected to physical movement, spatial awareness, and memory.
Wow.
Your brain essentially says, wow, the body is expending a lot of energy and focus to draw these shapes. This information must be highly important. I need to store this in long-term memory.
That is incredible. The friction, the slowness, the physical effort, they act like a highlighter pen for the brain. The effort tells the brain to save the file permanently.
You explained that beautifully. Typing is just too fast and too smooth. The brain doesn't register it as important effort. The physical connection of handwriting creates a much more robust, durable memory.
This is a massive tip for anyone studying vocabulary. It means if you just type your new English words into a digital flashcard app, you might forget them.
You probably will.
But if you buy a notebook and physically write those words out with a pen you love, the physical action will lock them into your brain.
Exactly. The slow, old-fashioned way is actually the brain's favorite way to learn. Let's see if our listener remembers the core of this lesson.
Listener, answer this for me.
What helps you build a stronger memory? Tapping a glass screen or feeling the friction of a pen.
Say your answer out loud.
Yes, the friction of the pen.
So we have discussed the danger of the easy button, the importance of the struggle, and the magic of physical handwriting.
We have covered a lot.
How do we synthesize all of this? How do we build a comprehensive, optimized plan for learning English every single day?
Well, to build a complete plan, we really need to address the 4 pillars of language learning. These are the 4 foundational skills that every learner must practice.
The 4 pillars. Okay, I think I know these, but let's listen clearly for everyone. What are the 4 pillars?
They are listening, reading, speaking, and writing. To be truly fluent, a learner cannot ignore any of them. You need all 4.
Listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Got it. Listener, let's do a quick self-assessment right now.
Yes, think about yourself.
Out of those 4 skills, which one makes you feel the most nervous? Which one is the hardest for you personally?
Say it out loud. We will give you a second.
Thank you for reflecting on that. It is important to know your weaknesses.
It is. For a vast majority of adult learners, speaking is the most terrifying.
Oh, definitely.
For others, understanding fast-spoken English is the biggest hurdle. Let's break down how to optimize, how to make the best, most effective use of each of these 4 skills.
And make sure we avoid the easy button in all of them.
Exactly. Let's start with writing, since we were just talking about it. How do we optimize writing without being lazy?
We optimize writing by bringing it back to the physical world. Do not use an AI tool to write your emails. Do not just type notes on your phone.
Right.
Buy a high-quality notebook and a pen that feels good in your hand. Every single evening, sit down and write just 3 sentences about your day.
Just 3 sentences.
Yes. Today I went to the park. The weather was unusually warm. I felt happy.
That is so manageable.
Write them by hand. Let your brain struggle to remember how to spell the words. That small daily friction will build an unbreakable connection between your thoughts and the English language.
I can easily add 3 physical sentences to my evening routine. Okay, what about the second pillar? Reading.
For reading, the ultimate goal is depth focus. We live in an era of skimming. We read short tweets and fast headlines.
It's true, we rush through text.
To optimize reading, you must read deeply. Choose a physical book or print out an article that is slightly challenging for you.
And I am guessing the rule here is do not ask a computer to summarize the article for you.
Absolutely not. Summaries are the ultimate product without the process. Read the whole text.
Read every word.
Let your eyes slowly move over the sentences. Let the author's voice enter your mind. If you read a paragraph and you do not understand it, do not panic.
Do not instantly translate it.
Right. Read it a second time, then a third time. Endure the ambiguity.
Endure the ambiguity. That means learning to be comfortable with not knowing everything immediately. That takes real patience.
It does.
Okay, pillar number 3, listening. This is a tough one for a lot of people.
Listening requires a different kind of patience. To optimize listening, you should immerse yourself in natural, unscripted conversations.
Exactly like the chat we are having right now.
Exactly. So our listener is already doing the hard work just by being here.
They absolutely are. And the golden rule for listening is try to listen without constantly looking at a translated transcript.
Right.
Do not watch a video and read the subtitles in your native language at the exact same time.
But wait, if I don't use subtitles in my native language, I might miss a word. I might misunderstand the whole topic.
That is perfectly fine. The goal of listening practice is not 100% perfect comprehension. The goal is exposure.
Exposure, okay.
Let the river of sound wash over you. Focus on the rhythm of the language. Listen to the tone of voice, like, are the speakers laughing? Are they serious?
Just catch the vibe.
Try to catch the broad main ideas. If you miss a specific word, let it go. Keep moving forward with the audio.
That actually removes a lot of pressure. I don't need to pass a test on every single word. I just need to stay in the river of sound and let my brain absorb the patterns naturally.
Exactly. Your brain is an amazing pattern recognition machine. Give it time to find the patterns itself.
Love that.
And finally, we arrive at the 4th pillar, the scariest one for most people, speaking.
Speaking. How do we optimize speaking without hitting the easy button?
For speaking, the rule is beautiful and simple. You must boldly speak your own messy, imperfect thoughts.
Messy and imperfect. I love those words.
Too many learners do this. They think of a complex idea in their native language. They write it down. They put it into a translation app.
Oh, I have seen this.
They get a perfect English paragraph, and then they try to memorize and recite that perfect paragraph.
I have done that so many times before a presentation. It feels very safe.
It feels safe, but it is totally artificial. You are acting, you are not communicating.
Right.
To truly learn, you must generate the language in real time. Speak from your heart. It will be messy. You will pause. You will say,
Like we do.
Exactly. You will use the wrong verb tense. That is not a failure. That is wonderful. That proves you are actively playing the game, building the muscles, and refusing to let a robot do your living for you.
You are making me want to embrace my mistakes. Let's give our listener a chance to practice this exact concept right now.
Yes, let's do it.
Listener, it is your turn to speak a messy and perfect thought. I want you to tell us what you ate for breakfast today.
Do not worry about perfect grammar.
Just speak in full sentences. Start talking right now.
Keep going. Describe the food.
Did you describe it? I am sure you did wonderfully.
Even if you hesitated or couldn't remember the word for toast, the fact that you opened your mouth and tried is a massive victory.
It really is. You know, as we talk through all of these strategies, choosing the hard way, handwriting, enduring the struggle, it strikes me that this philosophy goes far beyond just learning English.
What do you mean? Where else does this apply?
Doing things the hard way, refusing to let machines do everything for us, it seems to be the secret to simply being a happy, fulfilled human being.
I completely agree with that. Technology companies try to sell us a vision of the future where everything is fast, seamless, and requires zero effort.
Right.
They basically want to remove all the friction from our lives.
Friction, that is a brilliant word to introduce here. Let's define it for our listeners.
Good idea.
In physics, friction is the resistance you feel when two objects rub against each other. It slows things down.
Right, like trying to slide a heavy wooden box across a rough carpet. There is a lot of friction.
Exactly. But there is also social and emotional friction. When you have to wait in a long line at the bank, that is friction.
It is.
When you have to gather the courage to talk to a stranger, that is friction. When you struggle to find the right English word, that is friction. Technology companies view all friction as a disease that must be cured.
They want to make life totally smooth. A smooth glass screen, one click to buy. Instant translation, zero waiting.
But here is the profound truth. Human beings actually need friction.
We do.
Yes. A life with absolutely no friction is empty. We need a little bit of slowness. We need things to be a little messy and difficult.
Why? Why do we need the messiness? Why is a totally smooth life empty?
Because the messiness and the effort are exactly where the emotion lives. The effort is what gives an action its value.
I see.
Let me give you a very human example. Let's think about a friend's birthday.
Okay, I have a good friend whose birthday is actually next week.
Perfect timing. Now, you have two choices. Choice one. You pick up your phone and send them a text message that says, "Happy birthday, hope it's a good one."
Right.
With predictive text, that might take you exactly 3 seconds. It is fast, efficient, and completely smooth. Zero friction.
Yes, very fast. I do that all the time, honestly.
Choice 2.
Yeah.
You decide to send a physical birthday card. Think about the friction involved here.
Okay, let's think about it.
You have to leave your house, you have to travel to a store, you stand in front of a wall of hundreds of cards, reading them to find the perfect one for your friend.
That takes a while.
You buy it, you go home, you sit down with a pen, you spend 5 minutes thinking about a meaningful message. Your hand cramps a little bit while you write it.
Because I am not used to handwriting.
Exactly. You put it in an envelope, write the address, buy a stamp, walk to the post office, and physically mail it.
That is a massive amount of friction. It takes an hour of my day instead of 3 seconds.
It does. But tell me, when your friend walks to their mailbox 3 days later, opens that envelope, and sees your messy handwritten ink on that thick paper, how do they feel?
Oh, they feel incredibly special. They feel deep joy because they instantly recognize the effort. They know I had to go to the store and find a pen and pay for a stamp. They know I sacrificed my time for them.
Exactly. The physical card required struggle. It required friction. But that effort is the exact vehicle that carries the love.
Yeah.
Love requires effort. You cannot automate love with a machine. You cannot ask an AI to care about your friend for you.
That is such a beautiful and profound way to look at it. The effort is what makes it feel like love. The friction is the love.
Yes.
Let's invite our listener into this feeling right now. Listener, take a breath. Think about someone in your life that you truly love or care deeply about.
Bring their face into your mind right now.
Who are you thinking of? Say their name out loud right now.
Say it out loud.
Whoever you just named, I highly encourage you to embrace the friction this week. Buy a piece of paper, pick up a pen, and write them a short letter. The messy handwriting will mean the world to them.
It really will. This idea of embracing friction, what are some other practical ways we can do this in our daily lives?
How can we actively choose to be more human in a world that just wants us to act like fast machines?
There are dozens of small ways to rebel against the easy button every day. One of my favorite ways actually involves reading.
Okay.
Instead of quickly skimming a news article on your phone, try finding a beautiful poem. And do not just read it silently in your head. Read the poem out loud.
Read poetry out loud.
Yeah.
Even if I am completely alone.
Especially if you are alone. Poetry is not designed to transmit information quickly. It is designed to make you feel.
That's true.
When you read a poem out loud, you force yourself to slow down. You feel the physical shape of the words in your mouth. You feel the vibration in your chest.
You pause at the end of a line.
You experience the language as an art form, not just data on a screen.
I love that. Slowing down to feel the texture of the words. It is the absolute opposite of scrolling on a phone.
What is another way to embrace friction?
Well, think about a very common daily chore. Going to the grocery store. In many modern supermarkets, they have installed self-checkout machines. You walk up to a screen, scan your own apples, tap your credit card, and walk out. You interact completely with a robot. It is very fast and efficient.
I am guilty of this. I always use the self-checkout because the line is shorter and I am usually in a big hurry to get home.
It is so tempting. But next time you go to the store, I challenge you to choose the friction.
Choose the friction.
Go to the regular checkout line, wait the extra 2 minutes. When you reach the front, look the real human cashier in the eyes. Smile. Say hello. Ask them how their shift is going.
You mean have a spontaneous conversation with a stranger?
Yes. It might feel slightly awkward, it takes a little more time, but that tiny moment of social friction, that small spark of human connection, is biologically vital for our mental health.
It reminds your brain that you are not an isolated unit in a digital world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It reminds you that you share a physical community with other breathing, feeling people.
It is terrifyingly easy to forget that when we spend 10 hours a day staring into glowing rectangles, we have to consciously, actively choose to connect with humans.
We really do.
Listener, let's make a declaration together. Let's make this our mindset for the week. I want you to say this phrase out loud with real energy.
Repeat after me.
I choose to be human.
Say it again like you really mean it. I choose to be human.
That is a very powerful choice. By choosing to be human, you are choosing the messy, beautiful, frustrating, rewarding process of truly living and truly learning.
This has been such an incredibly rich and eye-opening conversation.
Yeah.
We've covered so much ground today.
We really have.
Let's do a quick, clear summary so our listener can walk away with the most critical ideas firmly in their mind.
A summary is a perfect idea. First and foremost, we established that technology is a tool, not an enemy.
Right.
It is completely okay to use technology, but the golden rule is we must never let a machine do our critical thinking for us.
Right. We have to guard against cognitive laziness. We cannot let the robot play the basketball game for us.
We have to play.
If we want to grow, if we want to learn English, we have to run the court, sweat, and build our own mental muscles.
Secondly, we learned the concept of cognitive offloading. It is smart to give the boring, repetitive, mechanical tasks to machines, like using an alarm clock.
Yes, that is smart.
But we must stubbornly protect the hard, creative tasks for ourselves.
We also explored the literal physical connection between the hand and the brain. Writing your vocabulary words with a pen creates physical friction, and that friction tells the brain to build a strong, long-lasting memory.
Typing is just too fast and easy for the brain to care.
We broke down the 4 pillars of learning: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And the theme across all of them was exactly the same.
Do not use AI to skip the struggle.
Read deeply. Listen to natural conversations.
Yeah.
And speak your own messy, authentic thoughts instead of reading a perfect machine translation.
And finally, we realized that avoiding the easy button is the absolute secret to human connection. The effort we put into things, the time it takes to write a birthday card, the courage it takes to speak with mistakes, the patience to talk to a cashier, that friction is what makes life meaningful.
Beautifully summarized. You captured the essence perfectly.
Before we say our goodbyes today, I have to gently hold our listener accountable.
Oh, yes.
Way back at the beginning of this chat, you made a promise. Do you remember what it was? We talked about the power of small, consistent actions instead of exhausting study sessions.
Yes, the daily habit.
Listener, I want you to declare it one more time so you do not forget it today. What are you going to commit to doing for just 10 minutes every single day?
Say it out loud. I will practice speaking.
We believe in you. Even if it is just talking to your mirror while you brush your teeth, those 10 minutes will change your brain.
It really will.
Yeah.
As we wrap up our time together, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought.
Okay.
Something for you to just ponder while you go for a walk or maybe wash the dishes today.
Oh, I love leaving with a big question. What is the final thought?
Think deeply about this. The ultimate goal of technology companies is to build machines that make our lives perfectly smooth, removing every single struggle, every chore, and every difficulty. But if they succeed, if we eventually use machines to completely avoid all struggle, do we eventually forget what it feels like to be truly human?
Wow. If a human never struggles, are they still human? That is a massive philosophical question. I will definitely be chewing on that all week long.
It is the defining question of our modern age, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down at the table with us today. You did a fantastic job listening, engaging, and practicing your English.
You really did. Be proud of the effort you put in today. Keep practicing. Keep embracing the messy process. Do not fear your mistakes. And most importantly, keep choosing to be wonderfully human.
Have a beautiful, cozy, and productive day.
We look forward to chatting with you next time. Goodbye.